What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Echoes of Elsewhere, the podcast that explores the abandoned and finds meaning in what's left behind. I'm your host, Courtney Autumn, and today's guest is an explorer whose pulse seems synced with the thrill of discovery itself. You know him as True Explores, a creator who turns the unknown into invitation. His work captures the heartbeat of urbex, the climb, the crawl, the quiet. Every shot reminds us that adventure isn't about breaking rules, it's about breaking routine and remembering that there's still magic left in the abandoned if you're willing to go find it. Today, we talk about that drive to explore, the beauty in risk, and what it means to keep searching even when you've already found so much. So first things first, how long have you been exploring?
I've been exploring since I was 13 and I'm 25 now. So, I think that's 12 years, 11 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
What area are you in?
I'm in Michigan, probably like an hour from Detroit, more up north.
Gotcha. So is most of your exploring there, more or less?
Yeah, so I started locally when I was young, only 13. I was just going to like local houses in the area. I wasn't doing it all the time, but that's where it started. And then around like 14, 15, I started doing it more. And then like 16, I was doing it every weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When did you start documenting?
Even when I was like 16, like I had a little iPod. I wasn't really like documenting. Like I didn't see it like that. I was just like, oh, I got to show my friends from school this cool place I went to. Yeah. But I'd say like documenting really lasts like 3 years. But even when I was like 18, I was just taking videos just for fun. I thought it was cool. I knew the spots wouldn't be around forever. So I was like, I want to remember this when I'm older.
Yeah, of course. You want to have like your own little keepsake.
Yeah.
Everything you do. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. How long ago did you start your YouTube channel?
YouTube was, I think, 2022. I first started on TikTok, actually. And
Oh, really?
yeah, and it was kind of just for fun. I didn't even really do it for the views. I was just like, oh, this is a place to keep my videos and I can edit them to look cool.
Like I can add music here.
Yeah, because I love creating. I always wanted to be a director when I was a kid, so I was like, this is kind of like a different style of directing, like a movie, but it's a little video.
It's the easier format.
Yeah.
Did you start getting a lot of following on TikTok right away?
No, not at all, actually. I was posting, I think, for like a year, and I was just posting my old videos I took. I wasn't even really exploring at that time because I moved to Florida, and I was just doing it to save the videos, and I was like, if other people want to see it, that's cool. But yeah, I think a year, I first got my first viral video, and I was shocked. I was like, no way.
What was it?
It was the Why We Don't Give Out Locations video. It's like it was an abandoned hotel. Yeah, it closed during COVID, and it was like really fresh.
Did you do like before and after?
Yeah. Someone sent me a picture from there. They're like, dude, I just went here and it's like completely destroyed. And I was like, what? I should go back and document that. So I went back, documented it, and then I ended up posting that video like 2 years later. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you didn't even put that together right away.
No, it was just like,
wow.
Yeah, I was just making TikToks and I was getting like a little following, but nothing like really viral. I was like, this would be a cool little idea to show how the places change. And yeah, people loved it.
Yeah. I'm not surprised because people do live for that. Because it's one thing to talk about it and hear about it and understand kind of in your head, like, oh, it's vandalized and people picture graffiti or something,
right,
or glass, a broken window or two. But when you see a place go from like mint to gutted,
yeah,
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I still have that video pinned on my TikTok. I think it's on my Instagram too. I made like a little different version for Instagram. But yeah, people are like, is that even the same place? And I'm like, yeah, it is, unfortunately.
Dang. Yeah. How long was the time in between where you first went and then you went back to take that video?
I think we went like during COVID, so 2020, and then I went back like 2021, like right before I moved to Florida.
Oh, wow. So it wasn't
Yeah.
even that
And
long.
then it went viral, I think in 2023, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you probably weren't even expecting that at all.
No, not at all. Not to go. I think it got like 16 million on TikTok. I was like, that's
Holy
nuts.
shit.
Yeah, that's what kind of started
That's
my TikTok page because I wasn't really posting anywhere else. And
I
then
see.
yeah, and then
Is that kind of what prompted you to do YouTube?
yeah, exactly. I started like posting my TikToks onto Shorts because Shorts was like a new thing, and then that same video blew up my YouTube. And then I did it for Instagram. The same thing. That same video blew up my Instagram. I was like, yo, like that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really crazy. Did you change them at all, like from your TikTok to your YouTube? Did you alter the video or was it the exact same thing?
I know I reposted the same one on Instagram, but I made a different version, and that was the one that ended up going viral. But the one on YouTube, I'm pretty sure is the same.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? It did super well on one, so it would
Right.
probably do the
Right.
same. So had you done any longer format, like for videos before you started doing YouTube, or were you just doing shorter stuff because you only had to do so much
Yeah,
stuff?
actually, some of my first YouTube videos, I filmed a video at Northville Asylum
Hmm.
in Northville, Michigan, and I just filmed it to document it for myself. And I think that's like my second YouTube video I posted. I made one when I was in Florida at like Dead Mall. That was like my first ever long form YouTube video. But yeah, I think the Northville one, and I did Northland Mall. I did that one too. I made a little video there, but I wasn't doing it for social. I was just doing it for myself.
I see. Well, that's pretty cool. Was it harder to start getting in the flow of editing the longer ones because you were only doing short stuff before that?
Yeah, for sure. I personally don't like editing long form videos funny. Even now, I haven't posted like a long video on YouTube in like 6 months. But I'll have a month where I'll just edit a ton of videos and then I'll go like 3 months, just don't edit anything. But with my long form, I try to like put more time and thought into it. I don't know. I like my videos to have a feel to them. And if I'm editing and I'm like, I just don't like the feel of these, so I just haven't posted them.
No, I get that. I'm kind of a perfectionist like that when it comes to
Yeah,
editing my audio. And people are like, what do you mean it takes you 2 days to edit a podcast episode? I'm like, listen, you don't understand.
for
I'll be
sure.
So it's like, do you get nitpicky about your content? And
Yeah.
that's totally understandable. I was watching one of your videos earlier today, and it was the one, I think you were in a school and you were with someone and you set some alarms off
Oh,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, that's happened a couple
Yeah.
times.
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of the stuff I see of yours I've noticed is more like, I love it because it gives you that feeling of adrenaline because you're
Yeah.
always getting into some shit. Like, I swear
Yeah.
to God.
Yeah,
I don't even know how you are Bex anymore because after one too many encounters, I'd be like, you know what? This isn't meant for me.
You know what's crazy? I went 11 years without getting a ticket or like arrested or anything like that.
For real? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
Yeah, like
crazy.
before I got a ticket in Highland Park, I had security encounters. I've never really had police encounters inside, but like outside for sure they'll just be like just don't go in there and you're just there at the wrong time.
Yeah,
But yeah, I had a long streak. I like did not get in trouble. It was honestly crazy.
that's actually pretty lucky. That's a
Yeah.
long time to not have anything happen.
Right.
What what's like the worst thing that's happened as far as getting kind of like in trouble is concerned?
Recently, I think 2 months ago now, I went to Cincinnati Mills, me and my one friend, and we got in there at I think like 1 a.m. And then we went to leave, I think it was at 4 or 5 a.m. And another explorer was meeting us there, and we thought we set off an alarm, so we kind of got worried, and we're like, oh, like we'll just leave and we'll see if we want to come back because it's like 5 in the morning. We had been up all night. We're like super tired. And I told the other explorer that was meeting us, I was like, hey, I don't know if we set off an alarm, but just warning y'all because they were about to go in. So we go back to our hotel, and I'm like looking at my photos, and I'm like, oh, I missed so much stuff. We have to go back. So we go back.
Oh, no.
We meet don't overstay your visit. I didn't listen because I was
exactly.
Yeah, because the explorer who met me there told me, like, oh, it's chill. It's getting demoed. Like, they don't care about it. And I listened to him. And usually when someone tells me that, I'll, like, take it with a grain of salt, And that one, I was like, oh, I trust him. So we go back and we meet up with him. We're exploring for a little bit. It's like 6 in the morning. And I was like, okay, I got my shots. Let's leave. So we're going to leave. We go out the door and a cop just comes around the corner. We're in like a corner of a building, so we're kind of trapped. And the cop just comes flying around the corner. We didn't even see him, and he just stopped. I think he put on his big headlight. So, like, I don't know if he drew his taser or his gun, but he drew something. And he was like, he was like, stop what you're doing. He's like, don't run. It'll only make it worse. And I'm like, okay, we're outside of the building. We were never inside, That's what I told them. And they ended up giving us a ticket. And in Ohio, that's a arrestable offense. So, yeah, we got arrested just, like, for technically being inside the fence because they didn't see us inside the building, So, yeah, I was in jail for, like 35 hours with my friend, at least.
No.
Yeah, that was my first time getting arrested. The case is over with, so it's fine. But
it is. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the 35 hours sucked. It was just really boring. Everyone in there was really cool, and I was with my friend, so that made it better. Like, we were together the whole time. But when I got caught in Highland Park, like, I got a trespassing ticket at this car garage that's, like, you can literally walk right in it. And some guy across the street called, and I got a trespassing ticket, and it was a whole process. Like, I was on probation for 6 months. I had to spend, like, $800 between everything. And then after the Ohio thing, I was like, dang, I would have rather just got arrested for like a day and a half than have to go through what I did in Highland Park. Because the Ohio one, they were like, yeah, you served your time. You don't got to do anything. You don't got to pay any money. I was like, okay, cool. I'm just scot-free, I guess. Yeah, it was like so weird.
That's actually so cool, though.
Yeah, it's a good story.
I mean, it is and it isn't. Yeah, like, it's not cool that you got arrested and that you had to deal with that, but at least, like, it's one of those things where it's worth it because you served your time, and then they're like, you know what, fuck that.
Right.
But I don't know, for a garage kind of thing, that's insane. Like, you would think that nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone listening, Highland Park, they've been on, I don't know what they've been on. They just do not like explorers anymore. Literally in my Zoom courtroom, there was a kid in there who got arrested at this blown out hospital in Highland Park right next to a blown out college. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, like, that's like the most known spot everyone goes to. It's like a hangout spot, and they gave him a ticket there. I was like, I don't know what they're on, but
what?
Yeah, it was a weird situation because usually, especially in Detroit, like, the cops usually are cool. If you're not breaking anything, if you're not spray painting, if you're not breaking into the buildings, like, they'll just tell you to go.
They don't care.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
So yeah, it really caught me off guard when I got that ticket. I was like, dang, like.
That is actually too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They must just be trying to send a clear message.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of
anybody.
Yeah, I think a lot of cities are. A lot of people talk about that. I think because it's just gotten so popular, especially with short form content. Like, so many kids are doing it, and the stuff I see on TikTok, these kids are going crazy. Like, they're going into active buildings, and I get why the cops are on it, but at the same time, you got to be responsible as an explorer. Like, you are doing something illegal,
Yeah, technically. Yeah. I just feel like some places go overboard.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
for
especially in what you're talking about, because you're talking about, like, run down ass spots. So it's like, what am I going to go in here and do that's not already been done 1,000 times over?
Right.
Like, what is there to steal? And,
exactly.
It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be different if that happened to you and you were, like, in a billionaire's mansion full of shit.
Right.
Where you could take, like, gold and money and, like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how they're treating that. So it's like, okay, but calm down.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
They just needed to make that $800. Really.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing about Highland Park.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
That's why they gave that other kid a ticket, too. He was just like, hey, man, we just go up here and smoke a bowl sometime.
Right.
Like, you didn't arrest me for the weed, but you're going to ticket me for this.
Right.
Is that like the craziest kind of thing as far as security is concerned that you've had to deal with?
Yeah, for sure. Craziest for police and security.
Yeah. Have you ever encountered any like property owners or anything else that's crazy?
Um,
Squatters or anything?
Not really. I have squatters. Squatters are usually pretty chill that I've ran into. I've had like some weird encounters with them, but one time in Detroit, this is like my craziest story for sure. It was AMC headquarters, but
Mm.
we were in this like huge factory. We climbed this tower. It was my first climb ever, and I was with three of my other friends, and we're like going out of the back of the building to leave, and there's this huge field. And we just walk out the back and we start walking back to the car and we started hearing dogs barking. And my friend turns around. He was in front of me, so I didn't even look back. He's just like, run, run, run. And I start running. I look back and there's like 12 hood dogs, like pit bulls, just charging at us from the field. And like, oh man, I was so scared. I think I was 17 at this time. And we just
Oh shit.
ran back to the car, and my friend's car, his key was broken, so he had to like unlock it manually and then like unlock the door. Yeah, we got lucky the car was right. Like if the car was like another 10 feet away from us, like that would have been really bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That would scare the shit out of me because
Yeah.
you just never know with dogs, especially. I would rather deal with a person than an animal, but when
100%.
somebody just like sets their animals on you, you're
Yeah.
like, I think I might be done for.
Yeah, like I always carry dog treats on me now after that. I'm like, oh man.
Oh my god, that's actually so smart.
Yeah, no, in
That's a pro
Detroit,
tip.
there's a lot of like random dogs. I've ran into them twice now, that one and another time. But yeah, sometimes they're friendly, but like when they're in a group, it's scary.
You're like just throwing the whole bag of treats at a handful.
Yeah, literally.
That's what I would be doing. I'd be like, I wish I had some steak right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Do you have a dog at all, like that you could go and take with you to
I don't know.
like maybe it can make you friends with the other one.
I'm unfortunately allergic to dogs, so if I got bit by one, that would...
Oh my gosh, that's even worse.
I know.
No wonder you're like literally running for your life.
I'm
You're
not.
like, this is not just about fear.
Yeah,
like, I can die.
yeah, I'm not like deathly allergic to them, but like definitely get like itchy and watery eyes.
Yeah, so that was probably like your worst nightmare. Have a pack
Yeah,
of dogs.
yeah, that was definitely like the worst thing that's happened exploring to me.
Yeah, that's a memorable experience,
Yeah.
especially if that happened and you were 17. You're like, no, I remember that. Like, it was yesterday.
Oh yeah, I remember that day so clearly.
Have you ever had anything weird happen, like paranormal or something that's like spooked you out?
Yeah, actually, that same asylum, Northville. First time I went there, my friend made like a homemade Ouija board. He used to like love those haunted videos, like Sam and Colby. And he was like, we got to try the Ouija board in here. And I was like, okay. Like, I kind of believed in ghost stuff.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean homemade?
He took a piece from like a box and just made it a square. And then he drew out all the numbers and the letters. And then I think he made like this shot glass that could like move really well. It was kind of smart. I was like, yo, this is genius. Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. So we went in the gym. And we were like messing around with it and it was kind of working. But at the same time, I feel like my friends are moving these because it was me and two of my other friends. And then while we were doing it, a door slammed. But like looking back, that place was wide open and it was a windy day. So I think it was just like the wind moved the door, but it slammed in the gym. So like echoed and we all got creeped out. And then we went in the morgue and we were like, yeah, this is like a blown out spot. So it was the morgue, but it was just the doors. You could barely tell. And we did it in there and nothing was really happening. And I actually have a video of this. It's on my YouTube. I went to go film the morgue doors and I was filming it. And my friend was like, is anyone in here? And like right behind us in our ears, we heard this like, it literally sounded like a witch, like a woman's witch laughed. And it was like right in our ears. And we all jumped and turned around, and there was my friend's sister and her friends in the other room. And they were like, what? And we were like, you guys didn't hear that? And they were like, no. And we were so shocked. I can't explain it. But yeah, I have a video of it. I enhanced the audio. Yeah, because in like real life, it was right behind us. Almost like a shouting laugh in our ears. But like on the video, it's very quiet. But you can hear it. It literally sounds like a witch. Like it was weird. I don't even know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you ever go back in there after that?
Oh, yeah. I went there multiple times. It's demolished now, unfortunately. Yeah, that was like I think that was our first time we went. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. And I went back to it, I think, in 2023. It was all demoed, but like the tunnels were still there. They were all flooded, but I wanted to go in the tunnels just because that spot was like the memorable chill spot for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure it meant something to you if you'd been there multiple times, because
Yeah.
that's usually what happens.
Yeah,
Those spots grow on you.
It sucks it's gone, but that's just the life of abandoned buildings.
Mm-hmm. Did they build something in place of it, or they just tore it all
They're
down?
going to put a park there. They say they are. They haven't done anything yet, but
we'll see.
yeah. The land is probably still haunted.
Yeah, I know. I always wonder about stuff like that, because
Yeah.
there's an asylum here where I live, and they turned it into like condos or something.
Oh, jeez.
And it was like very well known for like weird shit and weird activity. And it was abandoned for some time, obviously, before they did anything with it. And like, I don't know, people used to talk about all kinds of weird shit happening there. And I'm like, you know, that those people that rented them are they either want to have a ghost living in their apartment or they are not from here and they know nothing about what's going on there.
Right. Yeah, I'm not a huge
I'm not trying to pay rent there.
Yeah. I'm not a huge ghost guy. Like I never go to a spot to like do ghost stuff, but it is like very interesting to me. I do have the EMF reader and sometimes I'll pull it out just to like see. But yeah, all my ghost stuff, that was really like the only one in an abandoned place that I've experienced. But I do have one story at this school in Detroit. It was like a weird homeless encounter. We found an open door to the gym, and like my friend walked in first, and he was like, "Oh, hey, man." And I'm like, "Who is it? Who is it?" He's like, "I don't know." And he was like, "Can we come in?" And the dude was like, "Yeah, it's fine." I walk in this gym. It's filled with trash everywhere, and there's this dude in the pitch black corner. He has like a folding table out, and the whole gym just smelled like chemicals. And I walked in, I was like, oh my god, this dude is like cooking crack up right now, or like meth. I was like, this is horrible.
For sure.
Yeah, and he had like a stove, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, hell no.
And we were with girls, so I was like, I can defend myself in this situation, but I was worried about everyone else. So like we walked in and we walked down the gym and into the hallway, and my friends were like, dude, we should just leave. I was like, yeah, dude, I don't know what this guy is doing. I was like, this place could explode too. It literally just smelled just chemicals. I was like, this is horrible. Yeah, and like, oh man, it was just a weird experience. And we just left. Like, he was fine, but you just never know.
No, and you hear horror stories about places like that just randomly catching fire, and half the time, and you're just like, you know what was going on in there, so I don't blame you. I would like you said, that place could have blown up.
Yeah.
Not worth the explore, in my opinion.
No.
Hell no. Do you usually explore alone, or do you go with like a group of people?
I usually go with a group. I've explored maybe 3 times by myself, and that's at spots that I know are like safer to do alone. I'm not. I'm not opposed to it. Like, it is more creepy, but I don't know. It's just more fun with people. Like,
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, I don't explore alone.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely scary.
In general,
it's scary alone.
It really is. Like you said, it just the experience itself changes, and you're just like, what?
Yeah,
you're more paranoid, I guess.
Literally, anything could happen. Like if you like fall through a floor and like no one's there and like no one knows, like so many things can happen. So yeah, it's best to go with a group.
Yeah, I fell through it wasn't a big deal because luckily I was already on like the first floor of this house, but I fell through my first floor the other day, which
Oh
had never happened
no.
before. And like I was fine, but it really was, and I was lucky because my reflex was fast, so I like really quick and in a hurry pulled my leg out before it got worse, and
Oh
luckily I got off
yeah.
the floor before like the rest of it gave way.
Oh
But
man.
it could have been bad, and it really put into perspective what you said. Like, if
Yeah,
you're by yourself and some shit like that happens that you absolutely have no foresight on before you go out and do something,
for sure.
uh, you're kind of screwed, you
For
know.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, I've
Like, I hope
had
your phone don't fall out of your hand because at least like you're gonna have to call somebody.
right. Yeah, I've had my legs go through a floor before. One
Oh
leg.
no! Oh
That's
no!
always scary. That
At least
was
you were not by yourself that time, though, were you?
no, that was more when I was younger. I just like didn't really
Oh,
think about it. I did have one last year in a church in Ohio, and we were on like the balcony, and I saw this cool shot. Like the wall was all decayed, and I was like so focused on getting this picture that my foot just went right through the floor and the part where all the water would drip down, and there was
oh
already
no!
someone else's foot that went through, and my foot went through, and there was beams that caught it right away, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like
That could have been bad.
yeah, it's that. I definitely, after that, I was like, yo, like I gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm. Truly, though, because you just don't ever know.
Right.
The floor can totally look fine too. And I used to be very ritualistic about like stomping on every floor
Uh-huh.
before I stepped on it. And
Yep.
I don't know why I stopped doing that. I really need to start doing that again.
Yeah.
But I think when my foot went through the floor, my friend that was with me had already been in that room
Oh, okay.
and out of that room. So I was like, clearly it's fine because she was just in here like taking a video and doing all kinds of shit.
Right.
So I didn't even think twice about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, it's me that goes through
That's how it be.
the Yeah, for real. Do you remember the first place that you ever explored? Was it like a house or?
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was just like a little abandoned house by my old house. It was like in a field, and there was these old crushed up cars by it. My dad actually we used to drive by when I was really young. So as I got older, I went by myself. I actually didn't go there by myself, but like I went with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the first like real spot I hit was in Detroit. It was Crockett Technical High School. It's getting demolished right now, actually.
Oh
And
no, that's sad.
yeah, that was like my first real spot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Was that the first time you've done anything like outside of a house, something bigger and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that? Yeah.
exactly.
Were you so excited?
Yeah, I don't even remember how it happened, but my friend's sister was like driving us through to show us abandoned places. So the first school we saw, and he was like telling us, he was like, stop the car, we gotta go in. And she was like, no, you guys are not going in there. And we were like, we gotta go in. And we convinced her. And we went in, and she was freaking out. And we were like, this is so cool. Yeah, I have like one video from that place back then.
Did she go in with you guys?
Yeah, we were only in it for like 10 minutes, but
Oh, I see.
yeah,
I'm surprised she wasn't like, I'm gonna wait out here.
yeah. No, because she liked doing the band stuff, but she was just scared because it's Detroit, it's near a neighborhood.
Hmm.
So she was like a little freaked out
Yeah.
by that. But we weren't even thinking about that. Like, we just walked in, we didn't even care if anyone was looking at us. We were just kids.
That's the beauty of doing it when you're super young. You kind
Right.
of have that. You're just blind to the consequences.
Literally.
Which is so much better in a way. I miss being like that because I remember when I used to explore as a teenager, I was completely just like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Like, well, what are y'all gonna do? There's nothing in here.
Right.
Which I still keep that mindset, but I haven't been in any kind of trouble. Knock on wood.
That's
I gotta
good.
find wood. Yeah, but luckily, I
Yeah.
think I am afraid for that because I feel like one more intense encounter with law enforcement, and I would be like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this sort of
Yeah,
shit.
I hear you. I was always super scared to get arrested for exploring. I knew it was gonna happen eventually, but like after
Mhm.
it happened, I was like, that really wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, I was only in there for a day and a half. So it's really not like the worst thing in the world, but like if you don't have the financials for it, it can suck for sure. Like that ticket at Hong Kong, that was like $800. Like that could be a lot of money to
That's
some
crazy.
people, especially if you're younger, you
Yeah.
know? So like, yeah, there's definitely consequences to it.
Yeah. Well, and not just that, but it's like you were saying, the kids that you see on TikTok that are kind of
Yeah.
extreme with what they're doing. I think they would be facing a heftier.
Yeah, like some of these kids
situation.
are like breaking into like felony level spots, and like I don't even think they realize it. Like,
No.
you know, it's like
I don't either, you know, and it's probably because, like we were saying, they're at the age that we used to be at, where we're like, well, what's going to happen? You know,
right.
nothing.
Like a lot of people don't know, like any power plant, any government plants, even government hospitals. If you get caught, that's a felony, like depending on your state. So yeah, there's some real risk to it. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't know it until a couple of years ago. I was like, damn, you can get a felony for just being there. Even if it's a blowing out like power plant, you could still get a felony.
Especially if you catch a cop on the wrong day.
Right. And if you have tools on you or spray paint, it's a whole nother situation.
What's your story with that? Do you carry a lot of stuff on you usually?
So me personally, I don't break into spots. I've gone to so many spots and they're closed, and I'll just be like, okay, I'll come back when I know it's open. So I don't carry tools.
Same.
I carry just my camera, like GoPro, depending on what kind of spot I'm going in, flashlight. I usually carry like a pocket knife and pepper spray. Water. That's about it though. I don't really carry too much.
Yeah, I try not to either, especially tools and stuff.
Yeah.
That can just be misinterpreted too easily.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I get that. Do you do a lot of nighttime exploring, or do you prefer to do daytime?
So I've gotten more into recent nighttime exploring, but mostly places with power. Like if it doesn't have power at night, like I probably won't go. But like if it's a spot like you can only go at night for whatever reason, I would do it. But I do like daytime exploring more. They both have their pros and cons. Like night spots, it's easier to get in, but like then again, you're inside a building shining a flashlight, like depending on where you are, that can also get you caught. So like
that's always what I think about.
If the spot has like good power, I personally love it at night. But if it's like,
do you ever get more concerned though with a place that has power for cameras?
100%. Usually the way I went without getting caught for so long is just like talking with other people and knowing they've been to that spot like a couple days before. I'm usually never the first person to a spot for that reason, and that's why I feel like I've had that streak for so long. Even recently, like I explored so many places this year and I only got caught one time. That's pretty good. I've probably explored, I don't even know, like 100 places this year, and I only got caught once. Like that's pretty good. So yeah, there's definitely like safety.
That's good.
Yeah, there's definitely safety concerns you can take, but yeah, places with power, like they're obviously more risky, but places with power I get scared of is if someone goes and they're like, oh yeah, you're fine in there, and then they re-trigger the alarm, or they fix the motion sensors, or they put up a new camera. Right. So like even when someone's like, yeah, it's fine, the power's on, but it's fine, I'm always like, yeah, I'm still gonna be cautious.
Well, you have to be, because you never know how often things change in a place, either, or how quickly that can happen. I mean, that can happen. A new camera can go up in a day.
Literally, like,
you know, so
literally. Yeah.
I get that. I've been in very few places that have power, but every single time I have, I don't ever stop thinking about that. I'm just like, damn it, I almost wish I didn't know that it had power. Or I wish I didn't hit that light switch or whatever, you know? Because then I start thinking about cameras and all kinds of different shit that I usually don't have to think about. Because a lot of the bandos I go into don't have power, and they're just like little houses or something.
Yeah. I mean, I do like abandoned places with power, but at the same time, you know, it's like, if it doesn't, it's still cool.
Yeah, that's definitely more of a daytime explore for me. But I do get it. It's different. It's different for people who do video content too. You know, I don't do a lot of that. So like, I'm not going to be in a dark place and be like, yay. Because now my pictures are going to suck, and I hate taking pictures with a fucking light. Like, just have to shine on everything, and I'm like, no, this is not it.
Yeah, I'm really into like the liminal and like backroom stuff. So like that's why I love those places at night, because those are always like the best videos and pictures for that stuff.
They are, yeah. Yeah, especially for the kind of content that you end up putting out
Yeah.
online. I always feel like I'm watching a scary movie or something. Like you're just
Right.
waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, like what you said earlier, like you said you saw me in a school with an alarm. I think I know which one you're talking about. Like I was told that the alarm goes off, but like it doesn't work. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll see. Or that it was already going off when they went. So I was like, yeah, I'll see about that. And we're in there and there's no alarm going off. And I'm like, yeah, we're probably going to set off an alarm. But I still just went for it. Because, like, me personally, too, like, the same adrenaline you like, I love that, too. Like, you know, that's why I do the crazy ones, because it's, like, a rush for me.
Well, that's kind of what I figured, too, because the way that you were running out of the school after the alarm went off, I was just like, he loves this. Like, I can tell, you know, and you can just tell. You can tell it's a good mixture of, like, okay, I'm a little scared and, like, I need to get the fuck out of here. But you're having fun, and you can tell it, you know. And I think that's what I love the most, because you're kind of like having an oh shit moment, and you're really self-aware of what's going on, but you don't lose sight of the fact that you're making really good content too. And I don't know how the hell you do that, because I'm over here like not even able to take a straight picture half the time.
Yeah, honestly, the content for me is like secondhand. Like I love to see the places with my own eyes, and then I'll get like the pictures or like the videos.
Yeah, I get that totally. I was going to ask you too if it was more about documenting or experiencing, but I guess it's more about experiencing first.
Yeah, it's definitely more experience for me. I do love like documenting the buildings, but it's like a mix of both.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a favorite kind of bando that you like to explore, like schools, hospitals, anything like that?
Honestly, like it always changes. I used to love going to schools, and then this year I'd say it was hospitals, and last year I loved churches. Like it's always changing. But I still just do really love abandoned schools, because there's always something you can see. Like 90% of the time there's a gym, an auditorium, or a pool. Like even if it's empty, there's still something to see.
That's true. And that's the cool thing too, because as similar schools can be, they're not all built the same.
Yeah, exactly.
So you never really get tired of them.
Yeah, churches as well. It's like every church is different, even if it's empty. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't go into empty buildings. But I'm like, the architecture is usually cool.
No, I love that.
Yeah, there's always something to look at.
Yeah, I like every kind of abandoned place.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Like, my friends are like, this spot isn't that good. And I'm like, dude, this is cool. It's like all decayed. And I don't know, like, I really do love every abandoned place.
Yeah. Do you ever do a lot of houses, or is that more limited?
I'll go to a house. I'm not a huge fan of them. I still do love them. But houses for me always just feel like too personal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
You don't like that?
Yeah, I've been in, like, a couple cool houses. I do like the mansions, but, like, the small, like, farmhouses, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like, they're cool. I'll still go and take pictures, but I'm like, I don't know. It just feels like kind of...
Do you feel like you're invading someone's privacy?
Yeah, like, it just kind of feels wrong. Even if it's, like, a decayed one, obviously, or, like, really trash, but, like, those, like, nice houses that people post, I'm like... Wow, like that's really cool, but me personally, I just feel like I'm invading someone's house.
Yeah, I do. I've done a lot of houses. That's what I mostly do.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like here is, it's different, you know, because the houses I go to are just like your ordinary houses. They're not like a mansion or someone prominent, or, you know, that's the stuff that kind of freaks me out, is when I see these YouTubers be like, oh, it's Michael Jackson's old house. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in there? And why are you putting it up on YouTube? And do you know the police is going to come for you?
Right. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been going in like the for sale houses, and I'm like, dude, that's like that's not urbex. Like that's just breaking into a for sale house. Like
yeah, that kills me too.
Yeah.
But then I wonder, like, what's the incentive if it's empty anyways, kind of situation. But I don't know. I like houses probably for the reason you don't like them, which is that they feel personal,
it's not that, like,
you know?
Yeah.
But that's the element I like like, and it's not, I don't know. I guess I have a different take on it. And I'm like, if I died and my house was left abandoned, I feel like I would want someone to come in and document
Right.
it, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm saying that from an urbexer's perspective, obviously.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like I don't like them. I don't go seeking them. I'm kind of the same with funeral homes. Like the spots I don't seek out are like the ones I do for the content because like I know a lot of people love abandoned funeral homes, and it's like a spot I wouldn't go if my friend was like, "Hey, let's go to this funeral home."
Yeah, it's not something you're doing on your own.
Yeah, it's the same with the houses. Like I'll go if like someone wants to go, but like I won't go out to seek it. Like
I get it.
see, with me, I always feel like houses are always more risky. Like, it depends where they are, obviously. But if you're going in a house that's in a neighborhood, I feel like it just looks like you're trying to burglarize it. To, like, if a neighbor sees, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's different for each spot. If you go in a house in the middle of nowhere, like in a woods, obviously. But
yeah. Well, I have to take into consideration too that you're a guy first off in
for
the
sure.
community, and I'm a girl, and we live in two totally different states. You know, like I live in South Carolina, and you live in Michigan, where I assume the lay of the land is completely different.
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
You know, like we have a lot of rural farmland here, where like I could find a bando house, and it doesn't have no neighbors for 5 miles on each side.
Oh, that's so nice.
And it's just shit like that. And it's been sitting there for 22 years and no one's been in there. It's like stuff like that. So I think I can have a different perspective on it where it's like, even if someone did roll up and was like, hey, what are you doing? It's probably a neighbor that has never seen a car at this house before and they're just being nosy as fuck and they know the family. And then next thing you know, they're telling you the backstory of like who used to live there. And that's like the encounters that I've had.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
And even like the few times that people have been like, all right, but you got to go, have even been super nice. Like they've never been like, we're going to call the cops or whatever. They've been like, okay, I get what you're doing, but you need to leave.
Yeah, I know 2 different houses near Detroit that like multiple people have got arrested at. So it's definitely different here.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
And like one of them is like in the woods. And like people they put up like trail cams and the people who went didn't know. So it's like I don't know. I think it really depends where you are.
It does. It must. That makes more sense now because do you follow John Berkey?
Yeah. I actually met up with him one time.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I know he's obviously like over there in Detroit or somewhere. And I always wonder when I look at his content, I'm like, bro, why doesn't he go into more houses? Like, I would love to see him do some houses. You know, now I get it.
Yeah.
Like, Michigan's a different place.
Yeah, up north Michigan, there's some houses I've hit. But yeah, like down near Detroit, I don't, especially the Detroit houses, like, do not go in those.
Detroit itself just seems like,
Yeah.
I would be like that girl that you had to convince to like make go in with you at every place that we go to. You'd be like, no, come on, it's fine. I'm like,
yeah.
No, I'll wait in the car. You have 10 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Have you traveled a lot, like outside of where you're at to go urbexing? Like
so I think around 2018 or 2019 is like the first time I ever traveled out of state for a spot, and it was Maui Sands Water Park in Sandusky, Ohio. I don't know if you know about it.
No.
Yeah, so that was like the first spot I traveled out of state for because it was just like a cool water park, and like we didn't even know if we could get in, and we just went and we happened to find a way in. And it was like super clean at the time, like no tags. Like we knew the hotel side was alarmed, so like we could only stay in the water park in the lobby. Yeah, that was.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then after that, like I didn't go out of state for exploring until 2023.
Oh really?
Yeah, 2023, 2024, around then. Yeah, and I had followers, and I was like, I gotta start traveling. And I was like, there's so many spots I want to see myself. So yeah, that's when the traveling really started. And then I don't know how many trips I did last year, maybe like 5. But like this year,
oh really?
Yeah, this year I did a lot of trips.
Where all have you been?
Puerto Rico, which was my favorite trip this year for sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Ohio, Chicago, Indiana, Pennsylvania, New York, Philly, New Jersey, all over there. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's super cool.
Yeah, they're all great
Whoa.
trips.
What was Puerto Rico like?
Puerto Rico was really cool.
Is there a lot of stuff out there?
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff out there. I had no
Oh
idea until
shit.
my friend told me. Yeah, we hit prison, school, a whole like neighborhood with 500 houses, a mall,
What?
McDonald's, a air like a
What?
little air base with a plane. Yeah, there's so much stuff there. There's a Navy base that went abandoned there, and
What?
it used to be like super chill. When we went, we had no problem. Security would drive by and like they wouldn't care. And
What?
I ended up going back with a YouTuber to show them it. And like we kept getting stopped by security so many times. Like they wouldn't actually do anything, but they're like, "Hey, like you guys can't be in there. Like you got to
Oh
go." Yeah, they
no.
were like really on it at the plane spot cuz like we were in there and like I was thinking like it's fine. Like I was just here like a couple months ago. Like it's basically like a tour spot, and like they rolled up on us. They were cool. They were fine. They were like, "You got 5 minutes. Like you guys gotta leave." And we were like, "Dang." And
Oh my
then
god.
yeah, so I think they like got
They caught
upset.
on.
Yeah, because a lot of people were tagging the plane. Like even before I
Mm,
went, it was very tagged, and like a lot of people were making videos on it. So I think it just got super popular, and they kind of were just like sick of it.
yeah.
But yeah, it was
Understandable.
still very cool. Like it
That's
was an
so
awesome
cool.
trip.
Was it like pretty chill otherwise over there comparatively, or like did you feel
Yeah.
paranoid?
No, I felt that's why I loved that trip because I felt so calm. I'd say like the prison was the sketchiest when we hit, and like it wasn't even that sketchy.
Really?
Yeah, it was like wide open. Like you just had to like walk on a road, and like people saw like could see you going and driving by. But like I saw maybe like two cops that whole trip. Like I was like, wow, this is a
What?
cool little spot for exploring. Like they don't really bother you.
Dang, that is crazy. How did
Yeah.
you even find out or figure out to go there? Did you like look for it online or
I don't know if
something?
you know him, TP Urbex.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. He was like, dude, we got to do a trip here because we started like doing a bunch of trips together. Like we went to Atlanta, and I think we went like a couple of months after that one, or like a month after, because we were just like, we got to find somewhere to go. And then he like was showing me Puerto Rico, and I was like, dude, that looks cool. And he's like, dude, it's like they don't care there. Like these are like tour spots. At the time they were. I was like, oh, we should definitely go there.
Yeah, that makes for an easy time. Had he already been there, or he just knew about that from
No,
somebody
yeah,
else?
he
Oh,
just
okay.
knew about it. Yeah, and he was like, he sent me so many spots. I was like, we're not even gonna have time to hit all these. We didn't. We were there for a whole week, and like
Holy crap!
the island's small. Like you can get from each side of the island in like 3 hours. But
Whoa.
yeah, there was just so much stuff there that like you just couldn't hit it all. Because we're like filming, like we're kind of taking our time.
Of course, yeah. Well, you got to make it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, though. I did
Yeah.
not realize that. You know, it's a good spot when you have too much on your map,
Right.
basically.
Yeah, it was like, even though it's owned by the United States, I was like, my first time going out of the United States for exploring, so that was cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. What has been your favorite place, like overall?
Oh gosh. I knew this question was gonna come up, and every time someone asks me, I'm like, that's so
I
hard
know,
for me
it's
to
hard.
answer.
Yeah.
But for a school, there was this school in Detroit. It was like a small elementary school. It had been closed since I think 2011. And it was just like so cool with the power on and like the natural decay and how untouched it was. But yeah, that spot it's done for now. It got too crazy. But yeah,
Oh,
that was definitely
no.
like my favorite school I've been to, and favorite hospital, which is like my all time favorite spot. Oak Forest in Chicago. It's getting demoed right now. That one was very cool. I went there like 4 times. Probably spent like over 24 hours in it throughout the 4 times I went.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because it was like massive. Even though I was there for almost a full day of exploring, all put together, I still didn't see everything.
I was gonna say it's probably
Yeah,
one of those
it was
massive campuses.
massive. And
Yeah.
that one was a very sketchy one.
I imagine so. Is that one of those ones that have like active buildings on site
So
too or something?
there was an active police station inside of it.
What? Oh my
Yeah,
God, you're brave.
they didn't walk around in the like the abandoned parts of the building, but like they did
Hmm.
drive around, and there was security that drove around. But
Mm-mm.
I know, like, towards the end, before they started demolishing it, there was like active security walking around, and like people were going thinking it was like chill because like so many people made videos on it, and they're like running into security. I'm like, oh man.
It's weird though when that happens because you just think to yourself like, why would they care now? You know,
Right,
because it's literally getting completely gutted and
right.
demolished and it's gonna be
Yeah,
gone.
I heard some stories. There was like tunnels that connected all the buildings, and these tunnels are so long, it's so easy to get lost in them. But I heard stories of people going out of the tunnels and they're in the active buildings. I heard once someone went out the tunnel and they were in the police station and there was a cop right
Oh my
there.
God.
Yeah, it was a crazy spot. Usually I don't get lost in spots, but me and my one friend, Forest Fire, we went there by ourselves because all the other times I went, I was with people who had already been there to like get the route and know where I'm going because like they knew where all the cool stuff was. So
I
last
see.
time I was there, it
You're like,
was
we need directions inside of the place.
yeah, last time I was there, I was just with me and my other friend, and I was like, this is crazy. It's so easy to get lost in here. And like, usually I've felt that like a few times, but like, we were in there, we were trying to find the MRI machine or the CT scanner, whatever it was. My one friend showed us it the night before, and I was like, dude, I cannot remember where it is. There's so many doors, the hallways are so long. I'm also worried about walking into the active part, so I'm texting him. I'm like, dude, where am I? Like, how do I get to it? And he like told me it's in like, mind you, it's like 2 in the morning. Like, you could only go here at like 12 to like 4 a.m. So like,
Oh no.
yeah,
Oh no. I would already be out.
that one was crazy.
Mm-mm. See, that's why I don't like stuff like that because I'm just like at night you're gonna lose your way because it's in the dark and you're gonna get all disoriented. But then also you're in these long tunnels like you're talking about that are
Yeah.
already dark as shit and you don't
Well,
have any way to.
the power was all on, but still.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it was scary because these long hallways would have these windows that, like, if a security or cop was driving by, they could easily see you walking. And when you're walking down the
Mm.
hallway, the glass reflects, so you can't tell, like, what's a car headlights or even if someone's there. And you'll look out the windows and you'll see parked cop cars. And it's just like, this is, like, gnarly.
No. See, I could not. My
Yeah.
paranoia would be way too extreme.
Yeah, the first time I went, I was very nervous. I was like, I'm probably gonna get arrested because I think it was like 7 of us or like 6 of us. It was like a group.
Oh,
Yeah, we like all split up because we all wanted to see it. But it ended up
yeah.
being, every time I went, it ended up being fine. I had no issues. But yeah, I've heard some crazy stories there. That one I'm definitely gonna miss. Like,
That sucks.
mm-hmm.
Is it completely gone already?
No, so it's like huge. So if anyone's listening to this, I would not go there. Like, I'm telling you, do not go there. But
Disclaimer.
yeah, a lot of the building is still there, but I think the power's off now and they have cameras everywhere. I know there's more security because like the demo crew would have to take responsibility and all that.
I see. Yeah. Okay, well that makes a little more sense why they're probably uptight with security and stuff like that because like it becomes more of a liability, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
well, yeah, before I went, they didn't even announce they were doing demo, or like they did announce it, but like nothing was happening.
I
And
see.
yeah, that's why me and my friend went for the last time because I was like, we gotta go before they start demo. And like literally a month after that, they started like announcing that they're demolishing. And I was like, dang,
Dang, you
yeah,
got lucky.
yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious though that somebody came out at the police station.
Oh god, I like, yeah. I was like that.
Could you imagine?
I know, because like my friend showed me the tunnels the first time, and he's telling me all these stories, and I'm like, dude, we are not exploring these tunnels and popping out of random doors. Like,
Hell no. It makes you wonder how the people that work there even successfully navigated the
oh,
grounds, or like anyone.
yeah, I have no idea.
You said something earlier about climbing. Is that something you do a lot?
Like rooftops or like cranes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything like
So
that.
I'll
Nice.
do rooftops. It's not like it's like another thing. I don't really seek out for it. I definitely don't climb cranes. I really want to, but I'm like terrified of heights. It's gotten way better. And I will post like my feet over a ledge, like on a building, and like I tell people I have fear of heights, and they're like, "What?" And I'm trying to get myself out of my shell and not be so
Mm-hmm.
afraid. So that's why I do that stuff. But yeah, I don't. I haven't done it in a while, to be honest. But I do love doing it. I can't lie.
So you're building up your courage,
Yeah, I like
basically.
more rooftops. I don't know if I'd ever actually do a crane climb. I would love to, but I feel like I would be
Uh,
shaking. I would be more worried about climbing up and then looking down and being like, "Dang, I feel like I'm like stuck up here now."
no, you can't. I don't think you can do that.
That's why
I
I'm
think that's
like,
like the
yeah,
golden rule.
I gotta wait. Like, I'll just stick to rooftops for now. I haven't hit any like crazy roofs, but I've hit a couple good ones.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that's something that you like do regularly because I see some of these people and that's all they do is like
Yeah,
Apex,
yeah,
and they're like really about it.
that's like a side thing for me. Or I feel like I'm in a new city and like we got done exploring, and I know of a roof or someone will show me a roof. I'll be like, yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I'm the same way though. Like I would love to climb. I'm all about heights. Like I
Yeah,
love them. But the crane thing is a different level. Like that's an
yeah.
extreme. That
I
seems like an extreme sport
I
to me.
respect people who do the cranes and the bridges. I'm like, or like the crazy hangs. I'm like, dude, that's so
Oh,
cool. But like, I
oh
could
God.
not.
No, it
Like, I
makes me
give,
weak in the knees
yeah, I
sometimes.
give,
To like some people are doing like a chin up off of a crane. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, what's
I give
up?
those
Like, what
people,
are you
yeah,
doing?
I give them a lot of props. I'm like, that's super cool.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be at that level because, like you said, even if I did get the courage to approach a crane, I feel like I'd be shaking the whole time.
Yeah,
So a chin up off of something like
yeah,
that is way off.
yeah.
It's out of the
I'm
question.
always cautious with construction sites too. You know, I always think those are
Hmm.
more risky. So I'm like, like
Mm,
maybe one day, but
yeah,
right now I'm not really feeling it.
you're like maybe one day when I have a million more dollars in the bank
Yeah,
and I can bail
yeah,
myself
I
out of
can
jail.
bail myself out and pay for a lawyer.
Yeah, and the ones who go into like the nuclear cooling towers and they're just like dangling inside the
Yeah.
tower and shit. I'm like, what happens if your hand gets a little too
Yeah,
slippery? Like,
yeah. I love those videos though. I'm like, this is so cool.
I know. It's like a weird obsession with feeling like you want to shit your pants.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it feels. It's like I love this feeling, but I'm glad it's not me
Yeah, I
and I'm
always
not
say
actually
like
there.
the most times I feel alive is when I'm in the most life adrenaline situation. Like
You're like when I
literally.
have a pack of wild dogs on my ass.
Yeah, it's like, or if you hit a sketchy spot and once you get out, you're like, dang, I feel so alive after that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the
Mm-hmm. I think
natural human like instincts kick in.
totally. And I think that's what really got me obsessed with Urbex to begin
Hmm.
with, because I remember feeling like that the very first time I
Yep.
like stepped into a big house with lots of stuff in it. And it was like, I could have been in there all day. But it
Yep.
was just that feeling of like, oh shit, I feel like this is the kind of place I could actually get in like huge trouble for,
Right.
And then when you leave, you're like, even the next day, I remember waking up and be like, I just did that shit
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yep.
It's like the reward and the accomplishment mixed with like getting over the fear of being there the whole entire time that you were there.
Literally.
I love it. Do you do a lot of research before you go to a place? Like, how do you go about getting your spots? Or at this point, is it
Um,
just like a shared collective between you and other people?
yeah, honestly, like I used to do a ton of research to find new spots, but mostly this year it's just like connecting with other explorers.
I figured. I think once you get to a certain point, that's kind of how
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so easy to find spots now with AI. Like it's literally crazy.
I know. Technology is a beautiful thing for
Yeah.
that. Have you ever shared a location and regretted it?
Um, honestly, no. I've definitely like shared spots that are kind of blown out in Detroit, and I sent it to someone, and then like later figured on like they're vandalizing spots. So like
Mm,
in the moment, I didn't regret it, but later I was like, okay, like I just won't send that kid anymore places. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
like more reserved nowadays with sending stuff because just the vandalism is so bad. Like if it's someone I know or like we've met, that's really the only time I'll send you something.
Yeah. I'm sure, like, at this point, it's a level of
Yeah.
trust. Yeah. Do you have a lot of people annoying you about spots?
Oh yeah, every day. I see the
I can
DMs.
imagine.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I get it. Like you're trying your luck, but honestly, I've learned before I was even, I don't know if I want to call it popular, but known, I would ask people for spots and they would just send me their booty spots, like the ones that aren't that good. Because so many people nowadays are asking for like the best spots, the freshest spots. And I'm like, if you really want to find the freshest spots, you got to do some research or you got to know someone.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
no one's really sending those out. Like even people I'm
No.
friends with, I take no offense to this because I do it too. They'll post something and I'm like, hey, where is this? I'll trade you. And they're like, I can't give it out. Someone gave it to me. And I'm like, I get it. I totally get why people do
Hmm.
that. I really don't take offense to it because I've done that to other people. I'm like, hey, like, I can't give this out. Nowadays, I have spots that I just don't post because I don't want to get annoyed. Like, I'll wait till it's gone or like it's getting trashed. Like, yeah, I'm sitting on like a good amount of spots for that reason.
Dang, that's smart though that
Yeah.
you're waiting for them
Hmm.
to not be an issue, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that's respectful too, because so many people care more about like getting the views and the clicks and all this other
Yeah.
shit that they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna be the first one to post this. I don't care
Yeah, a
about
lot
what
of
happens.
people like to be the first one to post. I get that mentality, but like at the same time, it's like it's just kind of egotistical, you know?
Yeah, well, and clearly, like, you're living proof that you don't have to do that.
No, not at all. Yeah, I think a lot of people getting into trying to make urbex content, they're doing it for the views. Like they're just trying to get the views and that don't last. You'll get sick of it. Even if you do pop off, it will just feel like another job do work if you don't truly love it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, like a lot of people think I only do it for the videos and I'm like, dude, I've been doing this way before I even pulled out a camera. Like
Yeah, way
like
before the internet was even like what it's
yeah,
at
like
now.
even
Yeah.
if I wasn't making videos or taking pictures, I would still be going to most of these spots and traveling just to see it
Yeah.
for
It's just
myself.
something you love to do
Yeah,
anyway.
literally.
Yeah. Is this kind of what you do full time, more or less?
This year, yeah, I when
Yeah.
I moved to Florida, I got an opportunity and I was doing a lot of online business stuff. So I have other things that bring me income. So I really don't focus on the income from exploring because I just don't want it to ruin it. I don't want it to feel like a job. I think like last month I went like a month without posting on Instagram or like anything. I was like, I'm just not really in the mood. I don't need to post. But yeah, I don't ever want it to be my main thing. Like,
Yeah.
even with YouTube, I don't know. I always don't like to put my eggs in one basket because right now, yeah, I could be doing good, but is this going to be a forever thing? Like, I don't know. You know, the internet's so tricky, especially with short
That's
form
true.
content. You can fall off so fast. And it's like, if you're
Hmm.
only doing it for views, that's just going to make you sad or whatever. You just got to do
Hmm.
it because you love it.
No, I totally agree because I feel like anything like that will make you lose your passion for it
Right.
if it starts feeling like, everything else where it's just a job or a chore and you started it for the wrong reason to begin with, kind of
Exactly.
thing.
It's like my drug of choice. Like I always say, it really is like a drug. You know, the
Hmm.
adrenaline is there's nothing that beats it.
Yeah, yeah, no, I totally agree. And you kind of get to piece together your own story from places too, especially if they have stuff left like the schools and hospitals,
Yeah.
and I think that's always the cool part too.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you have anything that's on your bucket list that you can think of, like a place, a spot, a
Ooh,
state?
honestly, like at the moment, no, because I've hit them this year. But I do really want to try going in the subways in Chicago or New York. I feel
Hmm.
like that would be really cool. I really want to experience that. I definitely want to do a rooftop in New York.
Is there a lot of potential for that in any place like near you for going
For
to like a big?
rooftops?
Mm-hmm.
Detroit's got a couple, but I just want to do it in a big city. I've done it in Chicago, so like that's Chicago's way bigger than Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit roofs they're okay, like they're fun, but I want to just do a
You want to do it at like a
really,
big city.
yeah,
Yeah.
big city and like a really tall building.
I don't blame you. I would too. That would be really cool. Have you ever done like a theme park or anything? That's like the one thing on my bucket list.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I did. That's like another one of my favorite spots. I did Six Flags in New Orleans.
oh, you
I
did?
did it right when they
Oh, you're
started. Yeah,
lucky.
I did it right when they started demo.
Oh, you're really lucky.
Yeah, and that was another security story.
I was gonna say I've heard a lot about that,
Yeah,
like
it
especially toward the end.
we went. It was like 8 of us who did this, and we like got the whole rundown from another explorer. She went like a couple days before, and she was like, "It was so chill. We had no problems." And we're hearing other stuff like people are getting caught right away, and so
Oh
we
no.
were confused. So we had to get dropped off in front of the gate or whatever. We had to like go through this gate, and it's pitch black. You can't use any flashlights because security is around
Mm-mm.
somewhere. And yeah, that it was just crazy, like walking through the dark, especially because there's like alligators and snakes that people tell you about.
I
So yeah,
know.
so
Yeah,
like
I've
we're like
heard
walking
that.
around and everyone's kind of freaking out, and we all go in this one building and we're sitting there, and the sun is kind of starting to rise, and I'm telling everyone, I'm like, hey, we got to get to a spot like good before security starts doing rounds because we heard they started doing rounds when the sun was rising. So we start booking it to the roller coaster because I was like, I just want this roller coaster. Like everything else is extra. So we book it to this roller coaster and the sun is rising and everyone's kind of moving slow. And I'm like, guys, like we got to hurry up. We're walking on the roads they're about to drive on. And they're not really listening to me. And I'm like, guys, I'm telling you, we got to get off the road. So we finally get under the roller coaster. We're under there for like 5 minutes. The cars start doing rounds. And I'm like, I told you guys, like, we got
Oh
lucky.
no.
So, yeah, we climbed the roller coaster like halfway because we didn't want to get seen. And then we ran to another roller coaster that was right by. And I took my shots real quick, and all my other friends, because it was like out in the open, like right by the road, all my other friends are just like out, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm running back to this roller coaster. Like, this is like getting risky because, you know, I was like, they're probably going to be there for a little bit. And like, as I'm running back, me and my one friend are like on the platform of the other roller coaster. We see a car coming down the road, and I'm like yelling, I'm like, car, car, car.
Oh no.
And they
Oh
like
no.
ducked down, they just avoided him, and then yeah, that passed, and then we were like, all right, we got to get out of here. We'll try and like film and take pictures on the way out. So we're like running on the roads and going into each building, and we don't see any cars. And then we get to this one building. I'm like, all right, we should wait here for a car to pass because they're about to any second. And my one friend goes to like peek around the corner, and the car's coming, and he saw him, and he drove up on him. He gets out of his car. I don't know if anyone knows the Six Flags security guard. He had his gun out, like not pointing at us, but like he just had it out. And we all walk out, and we're like, we've been looking for you guys. This is the biggest group we've
No.
ever seen. Because it was like 8 of us. And immediately they were like, give us your SD cards. Give us your SD cards. And we came prepared. We already knew they were going to do this. So I just handed them a blank SD card. I was like, here you go. Like, they didn't even
Oh
look.
my
Like, yeah,
god.
the owner, I think it was the owner. It was like not the demo guys, but another guy was there, like taking pictures of it. Like he got like something from the city, so like he was like filming us. I don't know if it's in his documentary, but he was like filming us. He's like,
Oh
this is the
shit, that's
biggest group we've
hilarious.
caught here, and like they were like pressing that they were gonna call the cops, and like we were like, dude, like come on, like we'll just leave. Like we didn't do anything. Like we were just taking pictures. And then they finally just
Oh,
let us go. I was like, thank God.
holy crap. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, that one,
That's so funny though.
that was honestly probably one of my funnest ones, like running around from security, because everyone told me, like, if you get caught, they'll just let you go. So I was nervous, but, like, not nervous, because I was like, if we get caught, they'll just tell us to leave.
Yeah, yeah, you kind of knew that already.
Yeah.
That's so funny though. I wonder how long they were aware of you guys
They
before they
said they
actually ended up
had
catching you.
they said they had trail cams and they saw us like right when we walked in the morning. And then
What
like
the
yeah,
hell?
we thought they were there all night, but they only come when the sun rises. So they were like, we've been looking for you guys since like in the AM, like
sunrise.
Yeah, since sunrise, and it had already been like 2 hours after that. So we were like, oh, like
Oh
we
my
didn't
God.
know.
Dang,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah, that one's
Yeah,
completely
see,
gone now.
oh, yeah, I know. That's so sad. Did you
Yeah.
know the one in, I think there's that one in Maryland
Oh.
that's closing this year, or it's closing like,
Oh, yeah. I think my friend sent that to me.
I was like, when is it closing and when's the last day? Because the very next day,
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
be there.
The next day is crazy. They're still gonna be taking stuff out.
I know, but I feel like, don't you think that would be the best time to like go bribe one of the workers that's been assigned the
Yeah.
exhausting duty of just like taking
Oh,
signs
yeah.
and whatever the fuck else down and be like, hey, if I give you like $100, can I be in here for 3 hours?
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Bribing works. I bribed a couple security guards. It's worked. It's
Another
honestly
pro
the
tip.
best. Like if you don't want to worry about it, and like you actually
Yeah.
want to like take time on your pictures and like don't have to be all paranoid.
Totally. No, I've gotten permission once before at a
Oh,
place,
that's
and
cool.
I didn't even have to bribe him. It was just like he confronted me, and I wasn't going to lie about what I was doing. And I was like, "So I just want to take some pictures." He's like, "Well, I'm going to lock the gate, and I'll give you 10 minutes." And I was like, "10 minutes?" I'm like, "It's a mill. Like I need more than 10 minutes, you
Right.
know." But I did what I could.
That's funny.
But he was nice enough for that, you
Yeah,
know.
that's
So
cool.
you do get those. You get lucky sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
With your encounters. Sometimes it gives you the permission you need in order to document even more than you would have otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky to have done a theme park. That's like the main thing on my bucket list. I would just absolutely
Yeah, it
love
was on my list
to
too,
do that.
and I heard it was getting demo, and I was like, we gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, that always scares you into going
Yeah,
right
I
away.
won't say it, but I think there's one in your state, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if you know about it.
There's one in North Carolina.
Yeah.
The one in the mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't
That
been
one
there
is
yet.
so sick. I want to go there so
Yeah.
bad. I want to go there so bad. But I feel like every time I hear about it, there's like it gets locked up tighter or it gets watched more or
Yeah.
there's more cameras than there were. And then the lady's crazier that owns it and it's just all the shit. And I'm like, it just at this point seems like she's way too aware of the fact that people are constantly going to try to
For
get in
sure.
there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard so many different stories there too. That's why I haven't gone.
Yeah. It looks cool though, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
oh yeah.
Like the roller coaster on the mountain?
Yeah.
What?
So sick. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to give me an explorer's track, which is just like a song that's important to your urbex journey or that you like to listen to when you're getting like inspired or pumped up about urbex or anything
That's a
like
good
that.
question. Kids by MGMT. That's a vibey song.
Oh yes, I love that song.
Yeah, I've used it in some of my videos. Perfect song for exploring.
It is. It really is. All right. Well, do you want to let everyone know where they can find you, like on your socials and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure. True_explorers. I'm on like everything now. So yeah, check out my stuff. You know, just document and explore and try to keep it true.
Well, thank you for taking the time to come on for an interview. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
And that was True Explorers. His work is a love letter to what remains and a reminder that exploring isn't about breaking in, it's about bearing witness. If you love this episode, please leave a review and make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. And of course, thank you to True Explorers for taking the time to come onto the podcast and give us his take on all things urbex. Be sure to give him a follow on social media and YouTube at True Explorers if you don't already. As always, all of his info along with socials for the podcast will be linked in the description. I will be back in 2 weeks with another special guest. Until then, keep exploring the allure in the abandoned, the beauty of decay, and the echoes of elsewhere.